Donna Sinwalski, and welcome to a special June edition of Village Focus. Part of the rich heritage that we enjoy in South Holland are the exciting parades and the wonderful recreational opportunities and festivities that occur during the spring and summer months. Not only do these events provide an excellent opportunity to get out and enjoy the warm weather, but it's also a great time to get to know your neighbors better and to appreciate our village as a whole. In this edition, we'll be going to the Memorial Day Parade and to the Day in the Village festivities to explore why South Hollanders are excited about our Top 5 in Chicagoland status. But first, we'd like to introduce a new segment to the program called South Holland Review. Produced by Channel 43's own Herb DeYoung, South Holland Review will be a regular feature focusing on community highlights during the past month. And now, here's South Holland Review.
Thanks, Donna, and welcome to the first edition of the South Holland Review, and I am Marilyn Bauer. In March, Mayor Don DeGraff held a quarterly morning coffee with the mayor. All of the village department heads joined the mayor, as did Trustee Patricia Magon and Trustee Art Bennett. Several village residents stopped in to discuss a spectrum of topics. On March 3rd, Mayor Don DeGraff and the Board of Trustees honored Mrs. Phyllis J. Rohr, who had been Public Access Coordinator for the Village of South Holland for over 14 years. Mrs. Rohr received flowers and a plaque from the Village Board for her years of service to the village. She also received flowers from the Cable Commission and from her grandson. Mrs. Rohr had distinguished herself with many awards in both the operation of the Public Access Channel and in video production. A time of fellowship with cake and coffee followed the board meeting. Prior to the village board meeting on April 7th, retired police chief Dennis Smith was recognized with a proclamation from the state senate. Representative Debbie Holverson made the presentation. South Holland resident Vernita Gowans was honored at the Sheriff's Senior Medal of Honor Award ceremony held at the Chicago Cultural Center in downtown Chicago. Vernita was joined by her daughters for the ceremony, honoring seniors who have given back so much to their communities in hours and years of volunteer work. Among the volunteer efforts of Mrs. Gowans is the South Holland Cable Commission, of which she is a charter member. She has shared her interviewing skills with the South Holland Public Access Channel under the banner, Someone You Should Know. The week of April 14th through the 19th was Take a Bite Out of Grime Week in South Holland. Spearheaded by Amy Doctor of the Public Relations Department, village businesses and residents were encouraged to remove the winter debris from their property. Saturday was to end the week with volunteer residents cleaning up public areas of the village. Rain caused an official one-week delay. Due to the start of the youth baseball and softball season, the St. Jude Girl Scouts, Cub Scout Pack 396, and Boy Scout Troop 507 took a bite out of grime in the rain at Vano Park. The next Saturday morning, volunteers gathered in front of the Village Hall for the second batch of coffee and donut holes to sign up for the cleanup routes. The village supplied work gloves, rakes, and traffic awareness vests. Joan Williams and Joan Summit signed up the volunteers, prepared the coffee and donut holes, and set up lunch for all participants. 5 areas had been selected for cleanup. Police Chief Dan Zajeski was the team leader for the first area, south of Thornley. Trustee Bennett's team had Van Dam frontage roads starting at Route 6. The team of Village Clerk Ruth DeVries had Prince Drive. Trustee DeYoung was kept busy supplying trash bags to each area. Team leader Deputy Clerk Richard Zimmerman led the way at Thorn Creek Park. This proved to be an excellent opportunity for a family outing. Mayor Don DeGraff and his volunteers had the parkway of Route 6 from State Street to Cottage Grove Avenue. The volunteers gathered for lunch back at the Village Hall. The sodas and submarine sandwiches were mixed with conversation and laughter for the perfect end to a very productive morning. The National Day of Prayer opened the month of May. South Holland's observance began with the South Holland Ministerial Association sponsoring the Mayor's Breakfast held at the Spirit of God Fellowship Hall. The program included inspirational singing by Tammy DeGraff, a time of prayer,
Gracious to be our speaker here today.
and a challenging message by our own mayor, Don DeGraff. May 2nd brought the celebration of education. Lift Your Hearts in Song was performed at Thornwood High School. Those receiving awards for excellence in education presented by Mayor Don DeGraff are from Calvary Academy, Joyce Prince, Choir Director Nancy Nickerson. From St. Jude the Apostle, Richard Jaworski and Mary Ellen Small. From Holy Ghost, Nancy Frederick and Donna Garzas. Combined Music Director Michael Cook. From Dirksen Middle, Claudia Knight, Thomas Cannon, Choir Director Renard Thomas. From Coolidge Middle, Jessica Buckner, Dixie Jerka, Dorothy Farmer, and Patricia Zostowski, Choir Director Gloria Manley. From Calvin Christian, Nancy Borman, and Norman Vudeveen. Choir Director Sarah Nieheis. From McKinley Junior High, Daniel Lagasty, Ann Reed, Daniel Harlberg, and Paula Veroni. Choir Director Clara Kosovar. From Seton Academy, Roberta M. Faulkner and Patricia Chase Magon. Choir Director Lana Manson. From District 205, Lindell Beckham and George McNally. From Thornridge, Reverend Isaac West, Choir Director Wendy King. From Thornton, Willie Brown, Choir Director Ellie Beard. From Thornwood, Ray Price, Choir Director Catherine Hartung. Ethnicity Student Director David Massey. Wind Ensemble Director Paul Anderson. Sunday afternoon, May 4th, Ingalls Memorial Hospital renamed the professional building across from the parking facility to the Harold J. Gowans Professional Office Building. Former Chairman of the Board, Herman Hoekstra, and present Chairman of the Board, Charles E. Waterman, spoke at the dedication. Mayor Gowans had served the board at Ingalls Memorial Hospital for over 30 years. Under his leadership, the hospital was directed to become the outstanding medical facility we enjoy today. Sunday evening brought God with us to complete a very full weekend in the village. The choir of over 150 members from all the churches throughout the village filled the Thornwood Fieldhouse with praise and worship, breaking down any remaining walls which may divide us ethnically, racially, by denomination, social status, or gender. The program is available on videotape for $15 or CD for $10. Send check with order to South Holland Ministerial Association, P.O. Box 1123, South Holland, Illinois 60473. Also include your name, address, and phone number. The first Monday in May of an election year brings the swearing in of the newly elected village officials. For the village, it is the fiscal new year. Don A. DeGraff was sworn in as the village president.
To the office of village president.
Having been elected to the office of village president.
And the next me, insert your name.
Ruth DeVries was sworn in as village clerk.
To the office of village clerk.
Having been elected to the office of village clerk,
I,
Larry DeYoung, Frank Niddle, and Art Bennett were sworn in as trustees for the village.
the village of South Holland,
Sealing it.
Warren DeGraff retired from the police department and undertook the new position of Director of Planning Development, Code Enforcement, and Economic Development. Several of those who had served on commissions retired,
Have done for the village. I want to personally say to you, as do we as the village board, I would also want to thank you for your willingness to serve the village in the capacity.
and new appointments to commissions were seated.
We want you to know, first of all, we're thankful for you. Second,
A coffee and followed the board meeting honoring those undertaking new positions and those who had completed their terms of service.
We're here now at the Memorial Day Parade, and we're about to interview some of South Holland's very own to discover why our village is such a special community. Come on, let's go. We're standing with the neighborhood group's organizing float, and I'd like to introduce a couple ladies to you.
Hortense Harris. Cindy Miston.
Could you ladies tell us a little bit about what you're promoting here and what kind of things you'd like to see?
Well, our group essentially is trying to organize block parties so neighbors can get together and get to know one another on a one-to-one basis, and from that organize neighborhood groups.
And how do you go about having a block party, and what kind of things happen at one?
Well, we have a brochure that we put together, and it kind of details what we have, what we're offering. The village can send out fire trucks and police cars and that, but they should fill out the application and send it into the village, and so just more or less to get a date. And then once that's settled, each neighbor goes for themselves. They organize their own block party, and if they have questions, they can call and ask us.
What kind of exciting things have you seen happen at a block party?
We've seen real simple things, like for ours, we just kept it very simple. It was our first one. Other people have had pig roasts, they've had dunk tanks and moonwalks. There's even been the Goodyear blimp has showed up at one, but it could be very simple, or you can have it as elaborate as you want. Karaoke machines work really well at them too. We have a lot of fun with them.
Now, how would someone go about organizing it and getting information if they were interested in having one for themselves?
Again, I said we have brochures that we're going to be passing out on the parade route. And in here, it just kind of details step by step what to do. Just get a couple of neighbors together and just kind of send out leaflets or whatever and set a date and have fun.
Okay. And who do they contact for that?
David Jenke at the village.
Thank you very much, ladies. Have a wonderful day. I'm standing now by the VFW float. Could you gentlemen please introduce yourselves?
I'm Neil Van Eisen. I'm the junior vice commander, and I'm also the trumpeter.
Rich Gula, post commander.
Obviously, today's a very important day for you and for your organization. Could you please tell us what it means to you and what your plans are for being involved in the rest of today's celebrations?
Well, it means a lot to us because this is a day we pay tribute, especially to our fallen comrades. If it wasn't for them, let's face it, none of us would be here today. So it is our honor to present a day for them like today, and after the parade we will get together with American Legion at Veterans Park and have a little ceremony.
And I don't know if you can get us started this day, but he is wearing a wonderful outfit. Could you please tell us what the symbolism in all this is? It's a very cold day out today.
Yes, well, okay, this is what we call a summer military uniform. This is a kilt. This is a Buchanan kilt. I wear the Buchanan hose with it. I also wear a dirk with it, and it's a real one. And I also wear a skindoo. And I'm a member of the Stockyards Kilty Band. And I've been a piper for about 15 years now. I'm going to pipe with 4 other ones and a drummer in the parade with the PFWs.
I'm standing now by the Laren Montessori School float. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us what your involvement is with the school?
Okay, my name is Susan Considine. I'm the administrator of the school. The school's been in existence for 35 years now, and we teach small children ages 2 to 6 years old.
Could you tell me a little bit about your float and why you chose to pick this particular type of theme?
Okay, the theme of the parade this year was Let Us Never Forget, and so we chose the yellow ribbons to represent the yellow ribbons that you tie around the trees to remember our men who are fighting for us, and the peace sign, and we tried to name all the major wars that the United States has been involved in since its existence.
Okay. And if someone were to want more information on your school, where would they go for information, or who would they contact?
Okay, we're located at 164th and South Park in South Holland, and they could call us at 339-4274.
Could you ladies introduce yourselves and tell me who you're holding here?
My name is Janet Brink, and these are my twin daughters, Lauren and Kristen.
My name is Marcia Van Drunen.
Could you tell us a little bit about your organization and who's involved in it?
Sure. Our organization is called MOPS, which stands for Mothers of Preschoolers. We have a program which is an outreach held at our church, Peace Christian Reformed Church here in South Holland, and it is for mothers of children from birth all the way up to 5 years old.
Okay, and do you hold weekly meetings and invite the general public to attend?
Yes, we love newcomers all the time. That's what we try to get. We meet twice a month on Wednesday mornings from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the morning.
And you also have an outreach to teenagers who have children, right?
Yes, that's called Teen Mops. That's for teen mothers who have children. We just help them with their basic needs, teach them how to become better mothers to their kids, being that they are sometimes kids themselves.
And if someone were interested in acquiring more information, who would they contact, or where would they go for that?
They can call Allison at 596-0069.
Great. Thank you, ladies, very much. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks.
Bye.
She had an accident.
I'm standing now with Calvin Christian School Band. Could you please tell me what your name is and what your involvement is in the band?
My name is Mrs. Gail Worries, and I'm the band director for the concert band, grades 6th grade through 8th grade. But now in the marching we have today grades 5 through 8.
Could you tell us a little bit about your band?
Well, we have band the whole year, and we meet together as 6th through 8th, and the 5th grade band is the beginner band, and they practice at a separate time, but for the marching we like to include them in our concert band.
Okay, and what music are you going to play today in the parade?
Okay, we're going to be playing 2 numbers that the kids have memorized. One is This Is My Country, a patriotic song, and the other song we will be playing is Johnny Be Good.
I'm standing now by our next float. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your organization?
I'm Sandy from Sheer Designs. We have a hair salon in South Holland, and we've been in the parade. This is our 19th year.
Great. And what are you trying to promote here today?
Our theme is the Sunshine Gals from Sheer Designs, because we would like to bring sunshine into everybody's life and sunshine into their hair. And so we're decorating in yellow, and we need it on a day like today.
Okay, now we have to ask, how are these bikes tied in to your salon?
Well, we're trying to promote that we do men and women's hair, and so we do everybody from the cutesy little teenage girls to motorcycle guys. It doesn't matter.
Could you please introduce yourself?
Sure, my name is Al Billiou, and I'm the director of the South Holland Municipal Band.
Could you please tell us a little bit about your band?
Well, the band's been in existence for 54 years, consecutive years. We are anywhere from 50 to 60 members. We perform every other Thursday night starting on June 17.
And is that open to the public?
Yes, it is. Free concerts.
And what kind of music do you play there?
Wide variety of styles of music, marches, Broadway show tunes, some jazz.
We're here now at the South Holland American Legion. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us your involvement?
My name is Gilbert DeYoung, and I'm in charge of the firing squad here today of the South Holland American Legion. We also have hot dogs and pop and coffee, so forth, at the end of the parade in the park. We're serving that. We do this every year for a long, long time. We have a band and speaker. We have a 5-minute speaker. We tell them 5 minutes. And then we read the names of the people, the veterans that have died during the past year from our organization. And then we have a 3-volley salute with rifles.
I'm Brian Beam, the band director here at McKinley Junior High, School District 150.
Could you tell us a little bit about your program?
Well, for about 25 years we've had a consistent program in that we go to state district contests and have been have received very good ratings at these contests. Kind of a tradition, first place almost every year. And we come out in the spring for just 2 or 3 weeks and prepare for the parade, the Memorial Day Parade, which of course is a very important event here in South Holland. And we like this parade because it gives us the chance to get out and play for the public.
Great. And what kind of music do you play, and what are the age ranges of the children involved?
The age ranges today are, we have 7th and 8th grade students, some about 9, 6th grade students marching as well. Most of the 8th and 7th grade students are playing instruments, and 6th grade are carrying the banner and the color guard up front. The music that we play, we have one piece called Cortez, and that's kind of like a Spanish piece. The other one is a piece, New World, by Anton Dvorak.
Hi, my name is Anna Vilches, and I'm director and a coach of Illinois Gymnastic Experience. We are located at 113 West 154th Street in South Holland, and we are training kids ages 2.5 to 17, actually to college, and they learn, we have recreational to high competitive levels.
That's one. And do you compete on a regular basis?
We compete or local meets as well as state regionals. That includes 5 states in Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and also nationally.
That's wonderful. If someone were to want more information about your organization, how would they get it? Who would they contact for that?
Please call to Illinois Gymnastic Experience at 708-596-2119.
Hi, good, how are you? We're here now with some local teens. What's your name?
Lauren Gill.
And how old are you?
15.
And you go to?
Ileana Christian.
What's your favorite part of the parade, Lauren?
My favorite part is... What's my favorite part? What's my favorite part? Fire engines. The fire engines are the best part.
What's your name?
Diane Weirs.
And who are these people with you?
This is my friend Melanie Martinowitz and my daughter Kim and her friend Kristen.
What's your favorite part of the parade today?
The marching bands.
I'm here now with Congressman Jerry Weller. Jerry, thanks for being with us today. What's your favorite part of the parade?
Well, of course, Memorial Day is a very important day because today's the day we remember the sacrifice of
over 1 million Americans who gave their lives so we can enjoy the freedoms we have. And that's why it's so important to participate in today's Memorial Day ceremony and also to, of course, be part of this parade.
How are you doing today, sir?
Fine.
Good. What's your name?
Daryl Matthews.
And why are you? We noticed you're wearing a camera. Are you planning on taking a picture of something special today?
Yes, my daughter's in the Girl Scouts, and she'll be on one of the floats coming by, and we'll take a picture of her when she comes by.
So I'm assuming that's your favorite part of the parade today.
Yes, it is.
What's your favorite part of the parade?
Trucks and bus.
The trucks and the bus? What's your favorite part?
I like the little remote control bus that dances.
I'm enjoying it so far.
And your name is?
Jim Oberman.
And who's this little guy with you?
This is my son, Anthony.
And what's your favorite part of the parade today?
What's your favorite part, Tone?
The fire engines.
The fire engines. I like the band.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Just fine.
And your name is?
My name's Rich Dykstra.
What's your favorite part of the parade today, Rich?
I would have to say I'm a little prejudiced. The Calvin Christian School Marching Band. Well, thank you. This is a nice part, too.
Allison, what's your favorite part of the parade today? Do you have a favorite part? Do you like the candy? What's your favorite part, Jenna?
Fire trucks.
The fire trucks. Jonathan, what's your favorite part?
Fire trucks.
It's unanimous, the fire trucks. What's your favorite part of the parade today?
The bands.
The bands. What's your favorite part?
The police cars.
And do you have a favorite part?
I think the bands and the veterans. I enjoy seeing that. That's what we're all about.
That's right. And what's your favorite part?
And the candy, too.
The horse.
The horses. What's your favorite part?
A horse.
What's your favorite part, hon?
The policeman.
The policeman. What's your favorite part of the parade today?
Oh, I think I loved everything, to tell you the truth, but probably the fire trucks and the sirens and the good old antique cars.
What about you?
Yeah, I'd go for the antique cars. I know all veterans out there, for all the veterans that were out there. This is for them today.
That's right. Do you have a favorite part?
The candy.
Do you have a favorite part?
Yeah. The fire trucks, Mike. Like what?
Oh, the fire trucks.
I really like the band, too.
Yeah.
The drums and
the noise, right?
Yep. We had a ball, though. We wouldn't miss it. We've lived here our whole life, so every year we're here.
Hi, my name's Officer Rich Good. I'm with the South Holland Police Department. My favorite part of the parade this year was getting to walk with Safety Pup and handing things to the kids on the parade route.
My name is Leotis Swopes. I'm a resident of South Holland, and my most favorite part of the parade today was the McKinley Marching Band.
Hi, I'm Peter Youngsma, and the favorite part of the parade for me today was the South Holland Band. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was the candy.
Well, that's it for our Memorial Day activities. It's obvious that the people of South Holland are very proud of its rich heritage and excited about their future. Let's switch over now to the Day in the Village activities for further insight to the inner workings of our town.
Hi, I'm Marlon Millhouse, and I'm here in front of South Holland's Municipal Building for the 1997 Day in the Village celebration. Through tours and up-and-close interviews, we're going to discover why South Holland is a model community. Come on, let's go.
Who's next? Mallory. She wants her name.
We're now in Fire Station number 1. Would you mind introducing yourself?
My name is Peter Renz, and I'm a firefighter paramedic with the village, and I've been here for 8 years now.
Okay, and what's happening right here in this room?
This room is our radio room. All the fire alarms from businesses and private homes come into our panel. We also have all our radios here, so if we are out on the fire scene, we can call back to the station, and they would be able to make any special phone calls that we may need. If we have to call for board up, if we've cut some holes in some people's homes for ventilation. Pretty much the heart of the fire department, if we're out on the fire scene, is to communicate. And this is where it all takes place.
Okay, this is not 911 though, is it?
No, this is not the 911 center. That's over at the police department. We do take emergency calls here. We do have a number for that, which is 331-3121. And the 911 center is over at the police department. That's where all the telecommunicators are. If they get a call, if they get a fire call or a ambulance call, they'll direct the call over here. Okay, on our way to the apparatus room here, we go through the poll room. Upstairs, we do have the dorms. We have women's and men's dorms. They are separated. And we can sleep approximately 6 to 8 people every night if we had to. Normally on duty at night, there's 4 people here, and there is 2 people down at Station 2. And we do use the poles from time to time, and some of the guys do prefer the stairs. And let's step out in the apparatus room. This is engine 665, and it is a 1,250-gallon pumper. This mainly flows all the water that we'll need at the fire scene. By 1,250, I mean that it can flow 1,250 gallons of water a minute. So if you can imagine over 1,200 milk cartons going through the hose at one time, this can do it. In the many compartments here, this is the one that we call our brass compartment, because at one time all the firefighting equipment was made out of brass because brass doesn't rust. But with new technologies, we have different materials now to take care of this. We can go to different towns. We can go to Dalton, Harvey, and Calumet City and still be able to hook into their hydrants with some of the special adapters that we have. We do have automatic responses with those towns, which means that we go to their calls and they come to some of our calls because we can get there at the same time. So it benefits the citizens of both towns.
Great.
When someone calls for an ambulance, you'll get one of these 3 ambulances. They're all set up alike. And we can do everything from cut fingers to CPR, and we have done quite a bit of both. With all the technology that we have, we can communicate with the hospital at a moment's notice. We've got cell phones for that now. This is our heart monitor. And in the different cabinets, everything's in quick reach, so we can get it right away. Because when we're dealing with somebody's life, we need immediate action. We can't be searching through everything. So everything is set up the same in every ambulance, so no matter where we are, we can pull it out and we know where to go right away. And here we're out in front of our Station 1, and we have our 110-foot aerial ladder. This responds to all our high-rise and commercial properties that we have in town. So we have the Holland Home, we have Rest Haven, several of the other convalescent homes that we do have in town, plus the industrial parks that we have. We use this to get up to high spaces because we don't want to use the inside stairwell sometimes, and it's much easier. This also has a 1,250 pump, as do the engine, so this can work as an engine if it has to, or we can use it as with the ladder. Several of the compartments that we have here, we have the extinguishers for different types of fires. We have our high-rise pack, which is 200 feet of hose that we can use to get down long hallways. We also have a generator on here as we do all our rigs, and our power cords and some spotlights and that if we need them. We also have different tools of the job. We got shovels, we got all kinds of prying tools and forcible entry tools that we carry on this vehicle.
Okay, now if the citizens need to get a hold of you for an emergency, what number should they call?
In an emergency, you dial 911, and if you need to talk to the chief or the fire inspector on the business line, that number is 331-3123.
Suicidal drug craze window washing through a paint.
Okay, here you go, son. We're
Hi, I'm Cindy Dorn, President of the South Holland Business Association. On behalf of our members and other participating organizations, I would like to invite you to join us in Veterans Park on June 19, 20, and 21 for Summerfest. This is an event that promises good old-fashioned fun for the entire family. Some of the events that we're planning to include are a pie baking contest, a gardening workshop, an adult band concert, food tents, talent contests, a teen concert, a volleyball tournament, bingo games, and even a dunk tank. Word has it that Mayor DeGraff has volunteered to sit in the tank for a bit. So stay tuned to Channel 43 and watch the local papers for information on a full schedule of events. Thank you.
Because we're not 257 and 9. We're public access, and that's a good program they're seeing over there.
We're in the police station right now, and we're going to follow a tour.
Here, confiscated weapons, different drug paraphernalia that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Some of the DARE items, our two mascots, McGruff the Crime Dog and Safety Pup, which teaches kids how to use 911. In here we have 9 full-time dispatchers that work, and we always work with 2 people in the room. All incoming 911 calls come in through here, as well as all 7-digit lines. We have 5 different radios we listen to, so it gets kind of hectic in there sometimes. We also monitor the cells from the communications room. We have the ability to page out fire calls, EMS calls, whatever it takes. We're the frontline people. We'll come in here and show you the cells. No, no, we're not locking up any children today.
Sure we can.
Yeah, I mean, you feel free to step in just to see what it feels like, because get a bird's eye view.
Some people do.
Yeah. This is where we bring subjects that we arrest in, where we take their fingerprints, we take their mugshot, so we have it for our records. This is our intoximeter for DUI arrests. That's to blow or not to blow. That's what that's for. It electronically registers the blood alcohol, and since they're lowering it, it's getting more and more prevalent. This is a holding cell, right? If we don't have the manpower right now, or if we have multiple arrests or something, we'll take the rest of them and handcuff them to the bench. It keeps them kind of tethered. Excuse me. We would just sit them back here.
They get handcuffed here.
They get handcuffed to the back, right? Yeah. Before any officer is allowed back here, we have a gun locker that's on the outside. No officer is allowed back in the processing or booking area with their weapon on them, just in case something should happen. We're currently looking at the FATS machine. It's a firearms training simulator. It teaches the officers judgment and gets them a little practice in these situations. And we're going to let Marlon here go through a scenario and see how well he does.
One lethal hit, one miss.
He's getting the hang of this.
Your reaction time was very good, a third of a second. You decided to take him down, and you used that weapon in a third of a second. The average reaction time is 3/4 of a second. So your reaction time was wonderful, and you got one lethal hit and one miss. Let's see what happened here. We'll play it over again. Okay, you're not shooting yet. That's good. Now right here, take a look. All right? See where that green dot is? That's your miss. Why did you shoot at this time?
Looked like he was pulling the weapon from behind.
It looked like. What happens if that was his wallet that he was pulling out?
I have some legal problems.
Yes, you would. Or if he was just scratching his back. And let's say you did drop him, and then you went to look for a weapon and there wasn't a weapon.
Oh, okay.
More legal problems, right? Before you use force, you must see the weapon.
One of the special guests we have here with us today is a reigning beauty pageant queen. Here with an up-close interview with Miss Illinois USA is Thad Gray.
Hi, I'm Thaddeus Gray, the chairman of South Highlands Public Relations Commission. I have the honor and the privilege of interviewing Miss Illinois USA, Jennifer Salinas. Now, Jennifer, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm 21 years old, and I grew up in South Holland, 16 years now, and I attended Seton Academy for 2 years right here in South Holland, and I went to Thornton Township right here in Harvey, and I also go to South Suburban College, just ended a semester.
Super. Now, tell us a little bit about your experience in beauty pageants.
Well, I've competed in various pageants. Let's see, in '93 I was Miss Teen Illinois, Miss Hispanic Beauty Illinois, Miss Hispanic Beauty USA, Miss Illinois USA Petite, 5'6", a little short. Gosh, what else? Miss Glamour Girl, then Miss Illinois, and there's a few other, but I just forget. I competed in 11 pageants and I've won 10, so it's been good for me, I have to say.
Super. That's a better winning percentage than the Chicago Bulls. I have to give her credit for that. Now, what are some of your current responsibilities as Miss Illinois USA?
Well, I appear at different events such as parades, public speakings. I was recently at a junior high where I spoke to teenage girls about teenage pregnancy, actually preteen girls about teenage pregnancy, and whoever they call it the state of Illinois, and they ask them for me to come and appear wherever they would like me to, and that's basically what I do. Normally every day. I can't really think of a day that I've had a day off yet, but that's okay. I enjoy it. I enjoy meeting everybody. You too, Thaddeus.
Hey, thank you. Now, I'm curious. What do you like to do the best out of those appearances? What do you favor the most?
I like public speaking simply because I can reach people personally on a personal level. When I talk to you, I can get that personal contact, whereas if I'm in a parade, I just wave and that's it. And I like to reach young kids. I like to let them know to keep their heads up and stay strong and always believe in themselves. It makes me feel better.
You're a great person.
Oh, thank you.
And also a very attractive person, but a great person in particular.
Thank you.
Now, I'm curious, after your reign is over, what is in the future for Jennifer?
Well, actually, as soon as I hand over my title, which will be Thanksgiving weekend of next year, I plan on moving to LA. And when I competed in Miss USA, there was a few agents who decided to pick me up and put me on their wing and see what they can do with me. So I'll be leaving for LA in February.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. You're very charming, attractive, intelligent, articulate, all those things, and I'm sure that's what helped you make you Miss Illinois USA. Thanks a lot for being with us today.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure.
We're now in the Public Works building. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
I'm Randy Novak. I'm worked for the Public Works for 18 years now, and we're now in the department here, the garage, and it's all our various equipment here.
Okay, can you show us the trucks and tell us what the village uses each truck for?
Okay, well, first we have the backhoes. We have two of them. Just really regular, just digging machines. One we have a bucket on, one we have a ram, which hydraulically breaks up the ground or the asphalt to get through the ground. That's what those are. This is our blacktop truck. Get about 1.5 tons of blacktop on. Quite busy usually in the summer doing that. And we have a bunch of dump trucks here. These are all basically used to load sand, dirt, mud, whatever. Let me go ahead. Yeah, also in the wintertime we'll have spreaders on them to spread salt on the streets. But obviously they're off now because we're in the summer mode, so we don't need those. So we have 5 of these here. We do leave one spreader on during the summer. We usually put sand on on that truck over there. But basically all these are used to haul material, garbage sometimes, and like I said, dirt, stone, sand, mud, stuff like that. These are our loaders. Usually what we do, especially in the summertime, we have a crew that goes from various addresses picking up various debris that the garbage men don't take, like branches, stone, metal, garbage that wouldn't normally get picked up by the garbage man. We will pick up. And one of these is usually out on the road doing that all the time with a couple of trucks. One of them is a big one, which is in the back too yet, that we'll show you as we go out the door there. These things out here, basically, I'll explain the first one is our chipper. Normally people just bundle up their branches and have them in a neat orderly pile. This is the truck that will come by, and we have a crew that works on that. Usually in the summer from May till November, probably average about 40 or 50 addresses a day picking up branches. But that's just a regular dump truck. In the wintertime, that'll have a spreader box on it also for salt. But right now it's set up for chipper. This next vehicle here is our sewer machine. What we'll do is the reel on the front is our sewer cleaner. What we would do then is we'd show up if our main is blocked in the street. We'll put that hose right into the sewer manhole and unblock the sewer. It gets used quite often. So it can run anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 psi water pressure to open up the sewer. This next vehicle is our six-wheeler. That's our biggest dump truck, and that's usually we use that to haul what we call our special pickups, which I described with the loader that we use to pick up various debris that the garbage trucks don't get. So that's a big machine. That usually has a salt spreader on it also. Basically, this truck is used for our bigger roads. It helps open them up in the wintertime.
Yeah, when I got this electronic answering machine last night. I just made some more phone calls.
Well, that's it for this edition. If you have any comments regarding our show, please contact us at the following. For Donna Sinwowski and Thaddeus Gray, I'm Marlon Millhouse. We'll see you next time on Village Focus.